Hey, you all right? Sorry for the delay. I just had a work phone call then that I had to answer to. Hope everyone is doing all right. Give us a comment in the comment section. Let us know you're all right. Give us a thumbs up. A few people coming on. What's everyone been up to in this strange weather that we've had? Oh, people are coming on now. This is good. Evening. How's it going? It's good to see everyone. Really excited. Oh, it's been a while. It's been a few weeks now since we've done a live, isn't it? Good evening. How's it going? So yeah, we're just going to talk about, well, what you need to know for the army, answer any questions you've got. Like usual, we'll do about half hour. I like to keep them to about half hour. Marco, you've made it on. Good evening. Hello, Alistair, Leon, Scott, Richards. Hello, everyone. Big shout out to Giles and some other channel members. You got Chongboy1 now, who's just come on. Ian, Tony, Luke, Liam, Rebecca, Marco, Oliver, Ryan, True. It's great talking to you in the Discord, and it's great to have you part of the channel membership and the family and the team. Liam, how's it going? Michael, you all right? Chris, how's it going? There's a new adult requirement for RMP, 11 minutes, 15 seconds for the 2K. So when it comes to the fitness requirements, I'm going to go on there now. So if you actually head over to the British Army website, all the fitness requirements are actually there. The link's always in the description to all of my videos, so you can access the British Army website through all of them. So RMP, the time will be so if you go to the bottom, I can't show you my screen at the minute. So your leave training, so the run, so at the minute it just says beat test on the fitness test on the website, which is 8.06 for RMP. So I don't know about the 2K at the minute, just worry about the beat test. That's what it says on the website. So just go with that for now. So is there a minimum height requirement for the Household Cavalry Regiment? I've not heard of a minimum height requirement. So you should all be fine. We've got all different heights within the Household Cavalry. We've got some really tall guys who struggle to get in and out of the wagons, to some really short guys and girls as well. So don't worry about that. Just start your application. Get in. Tell me something on Commonwealth applications. This is a brilliant question that I most probably get asked. It's most probably the top question I get asked. And I'm really sorry. I have no answers on the Commonwealth. I believe they opened the Commonwealth applications up and then they closed them again. Just keep an eye on the British Army website. Chat to them online. I believe you can during the day. Just constantly check the website. And they should be able to tell you when they're opening them up again. I honestly can't tell you that. I'm nothing to do with recruitment. This is just a bit of hobby of mine. I love helping you guys. So, just been promoted to Lance Corporal. Any tips on this new role? Well done, Mark, mate. Congratulations. Can we all please congratulate Mark on his promotion? Mate, just lead. Don't think you're better than anyone else just because you've been promoted. Continue to do well, be yourself, but now you've obviously got to step it up a bit. Make sure your discipline, your turnout's always on point, and you're leading from the front. So when it comes to fitness, make sure you're there to support the younger and maybe less unfit people, and start being prepared to teach lessons now. Look at how you can make the younger guys and girls better, so they can start training. And just pass on any knowledge that you've learned. Just don't think you're better than anyone else. You're still the same person. You've now just got a little bit more responsibility, okay, making sure people are on top of their admin and you're always on top of yours. Can you join the infantry with asthma? Good question. I'm nothing to do with medical boards. I don't believe you can be in the army with asthma. I can't say for 100% sure. Anyone who has any queries is just go over to the British Army website and start the application, because you just never know. People who've suffered with depression in the past, any sort of medical history in the past, and you're worried about it, just go and start the application. If you get turned down, you get turned down. Appeal it. If you then get rejected, then at least you know you tried and you haven't stopped yourself just because you're worried you might not get in. But I believe you can't be in because of asthma. I've never seen anyone in with asthma. I believe that's a no-go. But get on the British Army website and check it out. Is it still beat test or back to 2K run? I believe it's still a beat test. That's what it's saying on the British Army website. I've not heard of it changing just yet, but it might be going through a change. So I just train for both. Your training you doing, you should improve your 2K run anyway, and then all you need to do, slightly different for the beat test, is just working on your turns, your acceleration, de-acceleration, working in the power in the lower limbs, making sure you get that turn right, so you can turn, sprint, slow down, turn, sprint, slow down, most efficiently as possible, so you're not wasting energy. So just train for both. It's good training anyway. Liam, you turn 15 on the 10th. You're still growing. Weight training is good. At your age, I would be mastering body weight exercises. Once you've mastered your body weight, you can do a good amount of press ups, pull ups, dips, then slowly incorporate resistance training, but make sure it's done correctly with good form without going too heavy too quick to strengthen your joints, tendons, ligaments, muscles, and bones. King Gamer, hi, how's it going? Michael, the Donkey Wallopers, cheers, mate. So, Aidan, would you recommend leaving school and joining or finishing school, bearing in mind I finished at 19? That's totally different to everyone. I left school. 3 months later, I was in the British Army. I recommend it to everyone, but if it's not for you, then it's not for you. Harrogate is definitely worth doing. It's like a college. So when you go to ASC Harrogate, so the Army Foundation College, you do all your basic soldiering that you're going to learn at Purbright Winchester. You actually go more in depth. You go into platoon attacks. You even touch on company attacks. Instead of spending just 14 weeks on weapon handling and your skills and drills and BCDT, nav, map reading, CVRN, you spend a full year on that. And then you're also going to do education as well. So you walk away with your level 2, hopefully, in English, maths, and IT, which then sets you up for promotion all the way up to corporal and sergeant. I believe it's sergeant. I know it's definitely corporal. You do more adventure training. So if you're 16 and tempted to join, then definitely join. But if you want to leave it till a bit later, then leave it till a bit later. It's totally down to your choice. I can't make that recommendation for you. It's just both routes are good, but don't think, oh my God, I'm going at 16. It's not that good. You get a lot while you're at Harrogate. So it's definitely worth it. What do you recommend in the British Army? I can't recommend anything really. Household Cavalry, all the Royal Artillery, it was my old choice. Absolutely loved it. But I do love Household Cavalry. So, and we've got the Ajax coming in. So once that bit of kit's actually sorted, that would be a really good role. Well, I think I've just shot too high. Skipping back. Good to see all these congratulations to Mark. I'm 4'11" and I asked the RLC and they said there's a minimum height requirement of 5'1". I can look into this. With this height requirement, I don't want to get your name wrong. Is it Cease? I'm really sorry. Message me on Instagram. We can talk and I can touch base with the regiment, see if there's anything. But they should be able to tell you on the website. But I can speak to the regiment and see if there's a minimum requirement for the Household Cavalry Regiment. I've not heard of it. So it may just be the role you were going for within the RLC. Should you go as an officer and soldier? It's totally dependent on you. As a junior officer, you will be doing everything that the soldier does. You'll be out on the ground with them. You'll be leading a troop, a platoon. Then you're also going to be in the office planning exercises, range days, and report writing, being in briefs with squadron leaders, company commanders, etc. So you could do the soldiering side along with the admin and reporting straight out of Sandhurst, or you can go in as a soldier. As a young trooper, private gunner, you're not really going to do obviously much desk work. You're just going to be doing soldiering, but that soldiering could be like serial checks as well and just cleaning equipment. So that's boring. So you just got to weigh up the options, what you think you want later on in life down in your career with officer, soldier. It's totally up to you. It depends what you want out of it. Do you want to just lead men straight from the off, pretty much is what you're doing, and ladies, or do you want to go in more as a soldier? But super swag, yeah, just get out on some gentle runs for now. Start mastering your body weight. Start practicing your press ups, your pull ups, your dips. You know, do a bit of core work. Start strengthening the core, working on your posture, making sure you're seating correctly, you're walking correctly, your shoulders are back. Yeah, just master your body. Just go out, start with a K run, see how you do. Walk, run. Maybe find a local running club in and around you, and just master your body weight. You know, it doesn't have to be loads, but just start building on a bit of strength. Really get out running. Don't worry about carrying any weight just as of yet. Just get out running, get out swimming, get out cycling, and just being active at your age. Hello from the pool. How's it going? Great to have you on. It's like really amazing. Never thought that I'd actually reach outside of the UK. It's just, yeah, mind-boggling. Is it advisable to join the army at 34 and married? Totally up to you. Age is just a number. Obviously, you do have to think about what sort of career choice you are going to do, because you start your 22 years from when you join, where you start your 12 years, and then there's a chance you could go on for 22 years. You know, if you're going to join the infantry, do you want to be doing that into your 40s? If that's what you're into. The married piece, it's a tricky one. It's not for everyone. It is quite hard for the family at times, and I will be doing a video on work-life family balance. The army's a lot better with it now. It is getting better for the families, like welfare, if you need sort of time off, but you do have to accept you are going to be busy. You are going to be going away on exercises from a week to 6 weeks, maybe longer in operations, but then they also do have their downtime when you're back. So the married is separate from the age sort of thing. It just depends what you sort of want as a family. Current situation, it's stable. You'll have guaranteed income. You could get a married quarter, which is cheap, so you can have guaranteed somewhere to live. You'll have your medical, your dental, and your money coming in each month. So that's a good thing for families, especially if you're struggling at this time. Age is just a number. I think any age can pass the assessments and get in. It's just depending what trade you want to do later on down in your career. If you're a very active person, then it doesn't really matter. So yeah, if you want to join the army now, join. So Scott, depends on the severity of asthma. Mine's not so bad. I'm hoping I can join because that's what I really want to do. Cool, if you have asthma and it's what you want to do, then go for it. Don't sit there and wonder, oh, whether I'll pass because I've got asthma. Just pick the application in. Ask Rebecca. She was sitting there like, I don't know if I'm going to put my application in yet. Her application's in, and I bet you she's buzzing. Well, I know she is because we chat on Discord. Matt recently started the application process, hoping to get into the RMP. Hopefully my barb screening was good enough. I'm sure it was. Stay positive. Visualize yourself passing. There's a lot of people joining the RMP, I feel like, at the minute. It seems like a popular choice. Is that, comment below? Is there a lot of people thinking about RMP? It's not too bad. The options, I've done a video on it. If you go back through my videos, I've done a full video on the training process for RMP and career options. You leave training as a lance corporal because you need some sort of rank. So you do phase 1, phase 2, you pick up a Lance Corporal, and obviously a Lance Corporal's pay. You got a chance to do close protection down the line. I think there was surveillance as well. Like a lot of other trades, you do driving, so you get your driving qualifications. You have to walk around being in the RMP, so I don't know how good that is. No, I'm only joking. I've got some good friends in the RMP. Good luck to you, Matt. Hopefully all goes well. Keep us posted. I know this isn't the best, but what do you think of a 6:45-minute mile? Joe, mate, that's good. That's a good pace. If you're holding that pace, if it's just 1 mile, then it's still very good. Try and build yourself up to holding that pace. It's a very quick pace if you're holding that for a run. But it's still a quick pace if that's just a one-time mile best effort, sub 7 minutes. It's good. Is there leave in September? Normally there isn't, but sometimes you can book it. So leave normally works in block periods, but you can sometimes book out of those blocks. Thanks, Richard. Charlie, do you know much about light cav? Not loads. I will be doing a video on light cav soon. I'm actually waiting on a mate to send me all the information. As you sort of know, every now and then I do a video on each different job series. I'll be breaking down the household cavalry a lot more because that's what my job is. But I've done RMP, I've done RAC, I forgot what I've done now. I've done medics. I'm waiting on information on clerks, RLC, RMP, medics, RAC is what I've done. I'm waiting on RLC, engineers, clerks, and light cav will be my next 4 videos. Light cav quite good at the minute. Obviously, they use the vehicle Jackal. They've got some really good bunch of lads in. Sort of, if you want to get into a reconnaissance role in a more sort of light vehicle and dismounted role, then that's what you want to do. If you want to go armoured, more sort of heavier vehicle, then go armoured recce, or you got your heavy in the RAC. But light cab's a very good job as well, especially if you want to do sort of like reconnaissance, getting into OP, mounted or dismounted, etc. Jackal's a gleaming bit of vehicle, which is what they use at the minute. One of the best vehicles out there. Ryan, good luck on your assessment, mate. Stay positive, give everything 100%. Don't walk away feeling like you could have given more. I'm getting a beep test score of 7.2. I need 6.6. I can throw a medicine ball 3.2. I need 2.8. I think for RLC driver. Should I be worrying, or will that be okay? My assessment. You're passing the numbers, so David, be happy with it. Too many people overthink it. Just train hard, assess regularly, and repeat, basically. Fuel your body correctly and recover. If you're hitting the numbers now, it's likely with the adrenaline, you should do better at the assessment. Sometimes, obviously, nerves can get the better of you. So just keep your nerves down, stay positive, give everything 100%. And if you're hitting the numbers now, and as long as you don't have an off day, you'll be fine on assessment. Do RAC regiments deploy as much as infantry, peacekeeping and training? Yeah, the RAC do deploy. They're all over. Obviously, they do a different role to the infantry, so they won't be deploying in that sort of role. But I think you've got the light cav now out in Mali, and that's a new, I reckon, a big up-and-coming thing. So if you're joining the RAC and you want to go light cav, you got that. You got people going out all over the place. I know a lot of regiments, RAC regiments, will be rotating through Mali now. So that's the main thing the RAC, I would say, is be concentrating on. There's a lot of other roles. Household cavalry will rotating through Ukraine, etc. So there's always something out there. Do you always have to have high marks to be in the army, and do they check for high marks to see? I'm guessing you're thinking like GCSEs. No, depending on GCSEs, it all depends on your trades. So once again, head over to the British Army website and it will tell you. So I've got the RMP up from earlier. It says that you need 72 UCAS Oh, hang on. Sorry, you can enter Royal Military Standards before the age of confirmed candidate. Is this? Oh, this is an officer, so we don't want officer. So, there you go, Royal Military Police Soldier. So, qualifications, you just need GCSEs grade A to C, 9 to 4 in at least English language and maths, or a level 2 literacy and numeracy equivalent. So just head over to the British Army website and all the roles will tell you what qualifications you need for that trade. So you don't always have to have high GCSEs. I didn't do very well in school. I've never been good at sitting down theory, written tests, always better at practical. Aced a lot of my coursework in school, come to the written exams, and I pretty much failed them. Walked away with some good grades, and I'm still in the army. I made it in, so don't worry about that too much. Cheers, Alpha Mate. Jack Phillips. Start phase on training 20th of June. Catterick, aspiring to join Grenadier Guards. Cheers for all the tips and advice from your videos. No worries, Jack. It's really good when I get these messages and comments. It's really good to know that my videos are helpful. So please constantly comment away and give us a thumbs up so I know you're enjoying them. Grenadier Guards, a really good regiment. Highly trained, highly skilled, with a very good bunch of lads. Really impressed with Grenadier Guards, and some good lads in the Grenadier Guards. Had some good nights out with them. Luke, mate, how's it going? What would you advise? Would you give for the Rifles Regiment? Same with the Grenadier Guards. Rifles, highly skilled, highly professional. I can say that about 3 Rifles because I was on tour with 3 Rifles, and they were actually a great bunch of lads. Very good. Don't know about all the other rifles. I can definitely recommend them. We've got 5 rifles in Bulford with us. Yeah, 2 very good regiments there. If you want to join the Rifles Regiment, mate, I can't really give you advice on it because I've not gone through the infantry role, but I definitely recommend it for sure. Just with the Rifles, just pick which battalion you want. They've got 5 battalions. Somehow they've managed to keep 5 battalions. See which one you want. I think 3 Rifles are still up in Edinburgh. You've got 5 Rifles in Bulford and the other 3 dotted around. I believe 1 Rifles, you can do the commando course because they have a connection with the commando brigade somehow. So J1090, I think I've missed your first comment about something being cancelled. Can you just rewrite? Oh, hang on. I've passed my assessment, getting high enough scores to join the Paras, but I decided to go for Rifles. I passed one Thursday, got a call Monday asking if I can start Tuesday, was ready to leave, but they cancelled on me last minute. I'm now waiting for a new start date. Does this happen a lot? No, I wouldn't say cancellations happen a lot, but sometimes they do happen, so you just sort of have to roll with it. That's what happens in the army. You adapt and you overcome, and you just move on. Hopefully you get a new start date soon, mate, and good luck to you. Matthew, assessment centre on your birthday, mate. Let's go. Good effort. Give everything 100%. Aiden, was that what regiment was I in? I was in 7 Para HA before the Household Cavalry. What else we got? I just want to thank all the people who've made donations as well and joined the channel membership. For all the ones who've done it through the super chat before, thank you for any donations you've made. Anyone who's bought any tactical warrior gear, and all the channel members, it's really good to have you part of the team. Best regiment for average person. Hang on, there's a few questions before that. I'll come back to that question. What if you can't do pull-ups at all? Keep practicing. If you can't do a pull-up, do sort of regression exercises. So a way you can do that, you can buy a resistance band. You could obviously take some of the weight off you with the resistance band. You could use an assisted pull-up machine now in gyms. Now gyms are open. You could do negative pull-ups. So what I mean by negative is Jump up, so 2-footed jump up, pull your chin above the bar, and then slowly release. You're not doing the contraction phase, you're just doing the eccentric phase. It's where the eccentric is where all the muscle tearing happens anyway. That will strengthen you up until you can do a full pull-up. But not being able to do a pull-up is good. Shouldn't hinder your application. I hate the beat test. How do I even train for it? You need to get out and running. You need to train your aerobic and your anaerobic system. You need to train your accelerating, de-acceleration, and your lower limbs power. So good bit of resistance training for lower limbs. Do some jumps, board jumps, single leg hops, jump squats, build on that explosive power, get in the squats as well, some heavy lifts, but also get out running, get on some fast runs, get on some slow steady state runs, get on the bike as well. Theo, join the British Army then if you can. Best of luck. What do you think about the FSTs and the Royal Artillery? FSTs is my actual old job, and it's a brilliant job. One of the best jobs in the British Army by far. I love reconnaissance. The FST is amazing. Just calling in any sort of fire support, supporting the infantry, coordinating all your fire support and your surveillance, etc. Really good job role. It's the best job within the Royal Artillery. If you join in the Royal Artillery and you don't go FSTs and you pick another job role, I don't know what you're doing. Okay, this question's a good one. Best regiment for the average person. There is no best regiment for the average person. Don't think about yourself as average. Okay, you're better than that. Think positive. Go for the role that you want to go for. Don't think, oh, I'm just average, I'll go for a whatever role. Just aim high. If you want to join the infantry, join the infantry. If you want to go 473 Sphinx Battery, go 47 Sphinx Battery. If you want to join the Royal Marines, go Royal Marines. If you want to join Army Commandos, go Army Commandos. If you want to come Household Cavalry and become an armoured recce commander later on in your career, come and do that. There is no job for the average person. You're not average. Michael joined at 16, would not want to do training at 33. Fair enough. So, a few more questions, obviously pull-ups. Hope that's helped you with the pull-ups. There's other things you can do as well. Pull-ups, you can do like Australian pull-ups or get on a table. So put your feet under a table, hold on to the table, and then you can pull yourself up as well. Or you can do it with like a bar in a gym on a Smith machine or something. There's many different variations you can do for pull-ups if you can't do a full pull-up just yet. It's all about just building the upper body strength, especially within your lats, so your back and your biceps. Should I have 12 weeks of training? I'm not going to give you a specific time, but yeah, just give yourself a good enough build-up training. Don't go applying for the army now and then you get a date that's 6 months down the line and then 4 weeks before you just start training. If you're applying for the army now, start training for the army now, and then you'll be ready. So you don't have to do like a boot camp or a camp or anything. But yeah, you should be training like before or when you start the application until your assessment centre. Don't be a last minute message some coach and say, I've got assessment centre in 3 weeks' time. How can I get fitness up? Because it's just not enough time to get your fitness up. So be smart about it. How can I improve my pull-ups? Once again, I've just said that with the regression exercises using resistant bands, assisted pull-up machine, Australian pull-ups, working on your lats, biceps, and your upper body strength. The Army Fit app is brilliant. Good to hear you're enjoying the Army Fit app. I wasn't the biggest fan of it. I looked at it and tried it out, but I do hear some good reviews. So it is a free app that you can go and use and train for the army. So it's definitely something you can use. So go and check it out. Emily, is the medical role hard to get into? No, I wouldn't say it's hard to get into. None of the job roles are really hard to get into. You know, just a bit of common sense. Let's just get this up online now. So medical role, so medic, army nurse, blah, 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 combat medical technician. So I've got quite a few friends that have done this. I've got a few ex-clients now who I train to get into being a medic. GCSEs A grade to C, in at least English and maths. And then the fitness tests aren't too hard, in my eyes anyway. So 6.6 on the beat test, or 11 minute 30-second 2K run, a 2.7 medicine ball, or a 50 kilo mid-fly pull. So just train hard, give it everything. I wouldn't say medical role's that hard to get into. All of them are very easily achievable because it's a base level that you need to get at to get into phase one for them to train you up. How fit and muscular do you need to be to join the infantry? You don't need to be muscular at all. You don't need to be super fit. You just need to train, pass the assessments. Okay, this is what people think. You have to be super fit and super strong to get in the army. I recommend being as fit as you can, especially when you're in. But to get in the army, you just need to pass the assessment centre. So go on the British Army website, find out what you need to do and train for it, pass it, continue to train for it, get into phase one, and then they will help you improve even more. You don't have to be some super soldier. Right, so we'll just do a few more minutes and then I'm going to jump off and I'm going to jump on Discord. See, Rebecca got application in, check it out. Yes, Scott, you get taught to drive. I've got my CAT license, CAT B license, CAT B plus E, so I can drive car trailer. I've got my CAT C license, which is lorry, and I've got CAT C plus E, so I can drive up to, I think it's like 42-ton lorries, so a lorry with a trailer, and I've even got my hazmat, so I can drive with ammunition, petrol, and I think it's chemical. You can get a lot of licenses within the British Army. Majority now, every trade pretty much, you have to get your CAT B license driving your car, and now a lot of them, because of the type of vehicles you get in, you get your CAT C, which is lorry, and obviously I've also got my CAT H as well for being armoured, which is your trap license as well. So just have a look about one or two more questions, see what we've got, and then I'll pick one. Jacob, you see I'm drinking combat fuel nowadays. Are you working with them over Reflex? I'm not working with them. I just met Alex, who's the owner of Combat Fuel. He's an ex-soldier, small ex-military business. He gave me some samples to try out, and I can, and I just want to help the guy out. I really love the vegan salted caramel, so I'm going to trial that for a little while. I'm going to buy myself a tub of that and see how it goes. I'm a big fan of Reflex. I have been for years now, but Combat Fuel, I have to say their salted caramel is one of the best I've tasted. I'm not a fan of their chocolate, but their banana was really good. The chocolate and coffee I wasn't a fan of. But yeah, I'm not working with Combat Fuel, but I am trialing their products at the minute. I'm going to buy myself a tub of vegan, see how I get on with it. You know, he's an ex-military personnel. He lives in Andover, trying to get through. He's got a really good business there, so supporting a small business, and hopefully he'll repay the favour and support Tactical Warrior Apparel. You never know. But yeah, he's a really good bloke. I just started chatting to him over Instagram, went to his gym, had a good chat with him, and we got on. So I thought I'd just try these products and see what they're all about. He sort of pushed it on me as well. But we'll see what they're about. Yeah, look, intake's the full for RMP. You're all going RMP. What's going on here? Everyone wants to be a copper. Right. I'm going to leave it there. Apart from this last question, okay, here we go. It's good to see as well, by the way, people having comments in the comment section and helping each other and chatting away. That's really good. That's what we have in our Discord. I'm not always able to get on the Discord, but you know, we've got quite a few people in a Discord now, and they're all just chatting away, messaging, talking. We've got a few people that are in phase 1 now. We've got one person who's in phase 2 on the Discord. He's passing out his experience. Marco, obviously, so True's the one in phase 2, Marco's the one in phase 1. He's literally just joined, and they're chatting away, and I'm chatting, and it's really good, and it's good to see in this comment section. So, but last question: do normal infantry get to parachute? No. So if you want to do parachuting away from adventure trainings, you could do a week down the Raven. If you want to do parachuting as a job role within the British Army, you have to join the parachute regiment, unless you're attached to 16 Air Assault like the Royal Irish used to be, but they're no longer attached, so they don't get the opportunity. The Scots used to be, but they don't get the opportunity. I don't think the Scots are anymore. You've now got the Gurkhas, so the Gurkhas have the opportunity to go and do P Company and parachute, but they may change in the future. But if you actually want to parachute, join the paras. Right, thanks for jumping on, everyone. It's really good. Great to have another chat with you. Good to see so many people on. We're hanging around the 50s and 60s for most of it. So thank you, and I will see you in the next video. We've got lots coming. I'm sorry I couldn't get through to all these comments. There's so many here, but please hold your questions. I will try and do another live in 2 weeks. If not, it'll be about 3 weeks. But thank you very much, and I'll catch you soon. Cheers.